Well, we're digging here. I think we might have found a path where our jetter took, which is not good because that's under the barn, but we're going to keep digging here. We're right outside the barn wall here, so must be finally getting something. Found a crack in the pipe. You can see right here there's a split or a seam in the pipe where two joined together, and right on the, find my finger here, right over here there is a split in it, but I'm also getting solid manure there. I'm kind of worried there might be a lot of pressure on that spot, so he's just going to dig some more dirt out and see what we can find here. There's our crack. There's kind of some manure coming out of it. Now that water, I think, is what we put in there from the jetter. Now I just got to try to find where the jetter is and hope this pipe doesn't explode on me. No hose there? Hose?
I think we got the hose.
Can you?
That's why they move a hose.
A lot of manure there now.
There.
Oh yeah.
Pushing up there.
Oh yeah, a lot of manure in there. That yellow ain't gold. Geez, that whole pipe is split, isn't it? There's the hole. That pipe is split, going way under the barn yet. I'm not sure what we're going to do, but right now I'm going to cover that pipe up and we're going to put some dirt back in this spot so it doesn't cave in anymore. Alright, we're back in the barn here. It's Thursday, August 13th. Kind of working on our manure system here again. For those of you who don't know, if you look back in our previous videos from last winter, we've got a lagoon outside and a pump in the barn, and it pumps under the ground outside of the lagoon, and that plugged on me last winter, so we've been running it with this vertical pump overhead since that happened. We've dug it up in a few spots outside. We tried jetting the line a few times, didn't really have any luck with that. See if I can get a view out the window here. It's kind of growing in now, but we've dug up like that hole there that's got the water in it. We dug up there, we dug up closer. Finally, we dug right outside the barn wall here, and we found the spot where the pipe is broken. So, and it goes from basically outside the barn wall under the floor. I had contemplated putting in a manure auger and just not using the pump anymore, but I'd have to cut the floor open anyway here to get the right angle for an auger. So we decided we're going to cut a chunk out of the floor. I've got a friend of mine helped me, volunteered to help me dig this out. So Connor's coming today with his concrete saw. We're going to cut a chunk out of the floor here wide enough so we can get in there and dig. It's all sand ground, so it shouldn't dig too bad. And we're just going to dig it up and just replace the pipe. I think that's probably going to be the best thing. So, and if something does come up that we find where it's not fixable, I can still put in the manure auger if I have to, but I don't see that being the issue if we get down there. So that's what we're working on today. where the jetter went.
Well, dig that pile of dirt out from there. Anyway.
I'll go up in the morning.
So you want to go pull that thing around?
See, that was up behind you yet. Morning chores a little too early for you? Alright everybody, it's Monday, August 17th. I'm here outside the barn. We're working on this manure pipe. We got some dug up here. It keeps filling with water because we've had, well, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches of rain since we've started digging this, and I got a pump. I keep pumping it out and it just keeps seeping in out of the ground. But anyway, we're at the edge of the barn here. We've dug out underneath, and again, this going to be kind of hard for me to show you what's going on here because this is full of water now, but we had the pipe exposed under here. Cut it open, and we are probably 2 feet from where the pipe hooks to the pump. The trouble we've kind of run into now is where that splitting maul is sitting there. This whole area here is all concrete that's poured on top of the pipe. So what I need to do, this pipe that we cut open here is it's cracked. If I get this water pumped out later, I can take some better video, but it's cracked, and from what I can see inside, it's cracked up to where it hooks to the pump. So what we're gonna do, of course I've got the floor cut open into the barn here. We're actually I don't really like this situation because the dirt has caved in so much. This is just concrete floor kind of hanging here, but we're trying to stay careful under here. I've got a big air compressor and a jackhammer coming, I think, later today. We are going to try to hammer out this lump of concrete here so we can get at the joint in the pipe. And if we can get to that, get this water cleaned out of here, I'm going to try to get Connor back here with that hoe to move this pile of dirt out of the way so we can keep this water drained out of here. and we're gonna go with new pipe, hopefully right from the pump right out to the lagoon, and be done with it. And I don't know, the pump, I can still run it. It doesn't push anything out. If I look in the pipe, we can see manure in there. There's a secondary door in that pump that's like a check valve. If something is broken with that or what, I'm not sure why it won't pump that out. But we'll deal with that once we get the pipe opened up and the water out of here. We may have to pull that sleeve out from inside the pump later. And this pipe being cracked, trying to figure out what would have cracked it. I don't know if we'll ever know for sure. I think it's actually buried here now, but if I find it later, I'll show you. There was a rock in here on top of the pipe that was probably the size of a, I don't know what to compare it to. It was heavy. It took two of us to roll it out of there. I mean, it's probably close to 200 pounds, I would say. And that was laying on the pipe. So that meant when they backfilled this, that probably landed on the pipe. So this pipe could have been cracked from when it was put in. It's been in here, 35 years, a little more. So, and this barn the pump was put in before the barn, so this was all open. I don't know if that's what broke it, but that's about the only thing I've been able to see. You can also kind of see a hole there, goes under the floor. That's one of the paths that the jetter took under the barn when it left the pipe. And that goes probably 10 feet back under the floor. But anyway, like I said, I can't show you too much in depth right now just because of all this water keeps running. And we've had this emptied out twice now, and it just keeps filling back in just from the groundwater. But just kind of show you that for now, let you know what's going on. We are still planning on getting this going. Like I said, I'm not sure if we're gonna open trench dig this. My uncle works for a company that he thought they might even be able to bore a line right in from the lagoon right into here and just run one piece of solid pipe, pull it right in instead of having to open trench everything. So we'll look into that a little more once we get this figured out, what we have to hook to here. But so that's what's going on for now, just kind of an update.